Up world? Back again. I got Mr. Theo Duncan, aka Flight, in the house today.
What's good? What's good?
Introduce yourself, let them know who you is and what you do.
It's Flight Duncan, rap, whatever, produce, write. I do it all. Anything dealing with music.
Oh, okay. You do everything dealing with music. You say you know how to
Oh
sing.
yeah, I wish.
You might can hit a tone.
I wish. See, one thing about my voice too deep and too raspy to even try. I can write this song, but when it comes to singing it, I let the singers have that. I don't even.
Yeah, but you know they got auto tune and everything out there to enhance your voice.
Yeah, but with me, when it comes to like auto tune, I feel like you got to be able to use the auto tune. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? It's like the easiest thing to do is throw some auto tune on something and try to cover up. But to me, it sounds 1,000 times better when you actually got that voice and
yeah.
so you
Some of the music I hear they be overusing it.
see that yeah, exactly. It's basically like they trying to turn these rap lyrics into basically singing, but it don't work for everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's too crowded when it comes to that. You got to stay level.
Yeah, and people don't want to be authentic no more. And I notice your music, you got it like a authentic, genuine style to
Yeah.
your music. That's why I wanted to get you on here. Like you're an independent artist, and so I got a few questions I want to ask you. Get the people to knowing who you are, and so what first got you into music? Is it something that you grew up interested in, or you just something grew into?
Love letters got. I'm gonna be 100% honest. It got to the point where like I started writing poems to girls, just try to be Mr. Smooth. And I had wrote so many poems and I started remembering like each poem I write. And it got to the point where I would say it so clearly and so good, it sounded like a rap verse, because I got it so deep down in my mind. Every time I say it, get faster and faster and faster. And next thing you know, shoot, I heard a beat and it was like it fit perfectly. It was like straight off poems for girls. But like listen to Tupac got me on to music, but me writing music, poems, like straight girl poems and just trying to be Mr. Fly.
Yeah, Tupac is a legend. I miss him. Oh, I
Oh
miss him.
yeah.
Yeah, so
See
you
that
you you was in the poetry.
yeah, boy, I'm still into poetry. I that's the first thing I got into when it came to writing, period. I was always good with words, like good with like breaking stuff down and making it make sense. You know, I was always good with the poetry. I still work on poetry, not as much as I used to, but yeah, I still dib and dab in the poetry thing.
Yeah. So I noticed that because my next question, I think you done kind of answered it already though. So I was gonna ask you, who were you inspired by to do music? You said
Yeah,
Tupac.
straight
Is
Tupac.
is Tupac the only one that you was inspired by?
Like Tupac mainly, but like I was always like this big Nas fan too. I like the way he tells stories, like the way he break down stories and detail them and make it rhyme and everything. Like I got real big on Nas too, but Tupac just that was that main one that had me like, okay, I can like this is what you should be doing. Like you should be doing something with this.
Yeah.
His ethics, just going at it the way he did. He know how to talk to the people without overdoing it. He can be the political
Yeah.
person. He
Yeah.
can he could be the fly guy. He can be the party, but he could like at the same time he didn't overdo it. He
Hmm.
stayed. You know what I'm saying? He stayed Tupac with it, and I liked it. That's why I do what I do now.
And you got to be able to do that because you can reach
Yes,
different people. Like
reach
you got to
different.
be,
Exactly,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
exactly,
And
exactly.
so, with you saying that you was inspired by Tupac and writing poems, so would you describe love music as your typical type of music that you create? Is it like love
It's my
song?
strong point. I think it's really my strong point because like it's hard to get people to listen to sense. It's sad to say, but when you spit in that straight sense, not talking about love music, but when you just spitting straight bars, they gravitate to them certain type bars, and that's why I feel like that love music became my strong point because it's like they didn't really want to. They ain't really want to hear that like that, especially for me, because I don't try to be the gangster anyway. I like playing with bars. I like playing with words, but it's
Yeah.
like it's not a big demographic of people to actually listen. So
Mm-hmm.
that's why I got on to that love because that's the main thing I like to hear from. I can get that ill when I talk about a girl or something like that, some smooth or something. But yeah, but that's my strong point though.
So, is your main target is are you targeting like female audience or are you just creating for everybody?
I'm creating for everybody. It's just since the ladies is my strong point. Of course, I do it a little bit more because of you. Of course, you want to get the people what they want.
Mm-hmm.
Since that's my strongest listener to women, I give them what they want. But I want everybody. I like to do it because I church music. I like to deal with that with gospel.
Yeah, that's me.
Everything. Like I yeah. I like to reach over into that bag too because it's like it's it make you feel feel good. When you can go into that because a lot of people can't do that. A lot
Yeah,
of people can't go into it, but when I do it, it refreshes me, because it's clean. It made me know that okay, you can do something clean and make
yes,
it listenable. I like going to them. That's why I
yeah,
write so much.
for everybody though, because church
Yes,
people like music too,
yes, exactly,
and
exactly.
it's good that you could be able to tell your story like in any kind of way. Like you don't have to
Any
be
kind of way.
out here with all the explicit words, and you can
Exactly,
flip flop from side to side. That's good. That's good.
exactly. People
So what is
scared.
your
People,
scared to be genuine
mhm,
though. That's what it
yeah, they
is.
scared.
Like everybody's scared to be genuine. They trying to be
Hmm.
copies.
Yeah,
Everybody trying to be
exactly.
like the next person when
Facts.
that person already taken. So you got to be
Just
yourself.
did it. Be
Yep.
yourself. Be original.
Yep. So what would you say your creative process is like? Like what time how much time do you think you put into creating music?
You might think that I'm telling myself, but it's like with me, all I think is music. Like I done got to where now if I'm just writing something, say I have to write an essay or something, I have to
Yeah.
proofread it over and over again because I end up rhyming. I can't help but make something rhyme. I cannot help. I can't. It's hard for me to write a straight story like a plain old story. It's hard because it's gonna rhyme somewhere. It's like all I think about is a beat. I always got a beat in my head, and I always got words to it, like consistently. It's like
That's good.
consistent.
That's good. You're a lyricist. That's what you are.
Yes,
A
yes.
straight lyricist.
I love words. One thing about words is like you can go other places without actually being there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You
but let me ask you a question though. You love words. Do you know the meaning of all those words you be looking, or do you be in the
oh yes, you
dictionary?
got to see a little bit of both. Like sometimes you got to go to that dictionary because you learning more words. You know what I'm saying? When you go to that dictionary, you be like, well, I wonder what this mean, or I wonder what's a syllable for this, or like to get into them certain words or whatever, you got to go look it up. Because if you don't, you're gonna find yourself saying the same things over and over and over again. That's
Yep.
why I run to that dictionary. I love the dictionary. The dictionary it helps a whole lot, especially when you want to be different. Because it's easy to just say something and make it rhyme. It's easy to be Dr. Seuss. But when you can actually make them words and you can build up into that sentence, and at the end you be like, oh wow, like I know what
Yep.
that means. Like I know how to use my big words, even for a person that don't know what that word means. The way I'm gonna break this down at the end of this bar, you gonna know what that word means.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's dope. That's
Yeah.
dope. Yep. So if you had a chance to collab with somebody on a track, who would that person be?
Like as far as industry wise.
Yeah, in the industry, any big artists in the industry already. If you had a
Um,
chance to collaborate, who would it be?
I would love to be in the studio with Kendrick. Kendrick or J. Cole, I would love to just be in that atmosphere because it seemed like it seemed like they just walk outside and meet a Kendrick and J. Cole. They seem so down to earth. Like I would love to be in there making a song with Kendrick and J. Cole because they so out. Like they are the way their heads go. You listen to a Kendrick song, you're gonna be like, wow. Like you ain't just gonna be like, oh yeah, beat hard. Them words, you're gonna be like, wow, them words or whatever. And just to be in that atmosphere, it's gonna motivate me. I like to be motivated by real music. Like real music motivate me more than anything.
So are those your two favorite artists?
Like in
Or
it right now, like in the industry right now, Kendrick, Kendrick, Cole, Corday. I like Corday, like YBN. Well, he used to be YBN Corday, but now his name is Corday. He about the youngest one I listen to. A lot of these young guys, I don't listen to a lot of their music. Just
yeah.
honestly, like beat wise, I like some of their beats, but as far as the other, I don't listen to a lot of people music because I write so much. I don't want to find myself writing somebody
Writing
else's
somebody else's
line or
lyrics. Yeah,
yeah. So
because
I
people
try
be
not to.
doing that though.
Yes,
They be doing that, then throw it up in the song, try to act like it's original. Then you go, I be listening
facts.
to me, I be like, hold on. Then somebody such and such, they say that in there.
Yeah, they just said this, but they're gonna say I'm paying homage. I'm quoting. I'm paying. No. See, that's why I
Yeah,
don't listen to a lot of. I stay with the people I've been listening to. Them the people I still basically listen to. Just keep my head just prisoner, keep everything flight.
well, what about Drake? Because Drake makes some good music too, though. You wouldn't want to do some with
I
Drake?
like Drake. You cannot. One thing you can never do as an artist is knock Drake because you can't knock him. I would do a song with him, but it's like it'll be easy. It'll be. I feel like to me that'll be a. It's like a shortcut or something. Cause you get that Drake verse, you skyrocket. I don't care what this song is gonna be. You get this Drake verse, you going up. And
Yep.
me, I love my music. I don't want Drake verse to be my only hit. Like a lot of artists come out with this Drake verse and they don't go nowhere. They might make another couple songs or two, but they don't really go nowhere. So I would love to work with them when I'm in it and I'm
Already.
there. Yeah,
Yeah.
when I'm there, I would like to work with Drake, but I wouldn't want him to be my shortcut because my thing ain't to be this one hit wonder. I want to do it for the long run. I can do music forever.
Right. 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 I feel where you coming from with that one though. I feel that.
Yeah,
So
Drake easy.
Kendrick Lamar, if it, the same, if you had to open a show, that's who you would want to open up for them too. Like if you had the opportunity.
Cause it's like same audience. Like I can rock a Kendrick crowd. Like I can do that. I can rock a Cole crowd because they lyricists. And me, my music it's that. Is lyricists. It's not the same, but is people that's gonna listen. Cause you go to a Kendrick Lamar concert, like you know words. You listen to words. Like you know music. Like 'cause you can go to any concert. Most people go to concert just to see somebody jump around, and listen to a beat. But you go to like a Cole or Kendrick concert, you finna be into these words. You finna listen to something like
Yeah.
like, you already know.
Yeah, that's what's up though. That's what's up. And so what would you say your most useless talent is right now?
My most useless talent, really, my most useless talent is really like me is getting to the point where it's like beat beat making as far as laying down bases, like bases and stuff like that. I'm terrible at.
Mm-hmm.
I got an old like I want my beats to be up to date. I like up to date beats and stuff like that. I want people to listen or whatever. But when it comes to me and basses, like I'm terrible at basses because I'm older and I got this certain bass in my head already. Like when you older, you not all about a lot of that bass, that straight 808, 808, 808, 808. And
Yeah.
it's hard to make a upper beat without that 808, 808, 808. And
Mm-hmm.
me, my 808 and my beats be so basic to me. It's like I get somebody else to do it. I get my cousin that, look, I need you to lay down these 808s for me. Because the instruments and everything else, hi-hats, the claps, everything laid down. But everybody gonna say, man, Theo, your bass sound like you in the 90s. You
So
in the
you
90s, man.
And that's because that your style though. Yes, that's your style. Like you got a old style
Yeah,
when it comes to music. So
yeah. But
that's probably why,
if you
because
see,
that's what you're hearing.
yeah, but if you hear these basses, like I feel them when they say it though, because music is about it's frequency. You know what I'm saying? It's frequency
Yeah,
is big in music.
yeah,
And when that bass ain't compressed with them instruments and everything, it's gonna throw off that frequency. And my
uh,
bass is not gonna match them instruments. And I hate it because anybody's gonna notice that frequency. Even people that don't know about music, they gonna
yeah,
wonder why I can't feel this beat or
yeah,
why I can't get in because it's off, it's saturated. And then
yeah.
I'm good with saturating the beat when it comes to basses. That's why I feel like I just I don't need that. I just let somebody else handle it. But I feel like
So
that's about the only thing.
so you be making your own beats too, or
Yeah,
you?
a lot of time I make my own beats, but I don't rap off a lot of my own beats. That's the thing.
Mhm. Okay, all right, I could dig that. So what from now, from back then and back in the day when everybody was listening to CDs and pop a CD in every now and then. What how you feel like that? Do you feel like the internet has had a big impact on the music industry?
Yeah, major. I feel like the internet is a gift and a curse because it took the internet took a lot of like real ears away. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Yeah.
now you ain't the internet made it to the world. Now you really ain't got to have talent.
Mm-hmm.
It's just it's like they throw it to you. If you get that if you go to your neighborhood right now and you this popular person in your neighborhood make a track and you gonna blow like you can just be a lot of these guys now that's coming up. They just started doing music. It's just popularity put them there because you get enough views, you get a check. You get
And
enough views, you
right.
get the ad, you get the news, you get the ads, you get the like be commercial and everything just based off popularity. It's like it's about popularity. That's what the internet turned into a popularity
Yeah,
contest.
and you're exactly right. Like it's not even talent no more. Like,
No, it's taken because all you gotta do is be popular. Eh,
mm-hmm.
eh, you get 10,000 people to give you some hits on Facebook and YouTube and Instagram right now. You finna come up like 10,000 people right now go and stream your music right now.
Mm-hmm.
Come up. It's like
And it's so easy, like
it's easy.
opposed to having to go buy the CD. Like you ain't gonna go buy
Yeah.
nobody whack CD if you know it
Ah,
ain't popping. You ain't gonna
exactly.
spend money on that. So now you
Exactly.
could just make people big just by streams.
By streams, just straight streams. And this person just popular. He popular in his neighborhood, and he used Amigo style, and he pop like that's all you need. That
Yeah.
neighborhood popularity is making guys. That's why a lot of these artists ain't. They're not long. They're not. They don't last long because they
Mhm.
was thrown into it through popularity. They weren't thrown into it because they feel like, oh, I got a gift or I love to do this. They were
Yeah.
thrown into it because they had so many people just own them and they felt like, okay, how can I keep this spotlight? Like, because young dudes these days, they live like, okay, if I leave the streets, is the streets gonna still love me? So they
Mm-hmm.
find these different things and these different roads as these little shortcuts, thinking it's gonna be. No, I don't want nothing for the moment. What's the point?
Right.
Like, what's the point? I want everything for that long run. Like, I know I got a gift. I know I love my music. and I know I'm in it. Like
And that's what it's
I ain't
all
gotta.
about. Believing in
Yeah,
yourself. Like, yeah,
you gotta have it.
believing in
Like
you.
if you really love music, you gotta believe in yourself. Because if you don't believe in yourself, you ain't gonna get nowhere in this music. Because love for music is being original. Like being like having that love for music is knowing music. Period.
Yep.
That's just that's just how it is. But when you get to the point where okay, ain't nobody listening to my music, or why they don't like this song? I like it. Why they don't like it? When you get
Mm-hmm.
to question yourself that deep, like it causes friction. That's why you got to
Yep.
take that love and have that confidence in yourself. Because if you don't got confidence in yourself, it's not
Mm-hmm.
gonna get nowhere. You're gonna
Yep.
question yourself out of it. You're gonna be like, okay, I don't want to do it no more after a while. You're gonna stop questioning yourself. You're just gonna fall off.
Yep. Because you're going to stop feeling like you ain't worthy of it. Just
Yep.
by off other people's strength, though.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
Just not even other people, but neighborhood, like the locals. The locals can make you feel so low. It make you feel like, okay, they everybody in the world, not knowing it's 10,000 people in in this city, in this little town or whatever. Like it's
Yep.
amount of people. It's a bigger world out there, a way bigger world. You in this little city, listen to these couple of people. Like let these millions and millions of people like judge you. Like let them listen to you or whatever before you listen to these 3 or 4 people that's not listening or whatever in your neighborhood. Cause that's what almost got to me. That's what almost happened to me.
Mm-hmm.
Hoping that the city gonna love me and stuff like that. But
Watch you like they
it
so
don't work like that.
somebody gonna get ahead of them.
Yep,
Oh,
facts. And but that's when I noticed how so many people from other places just like on my SoundCloud and stuff like that. Like when I go to my listeners, they from places like the UK, Canada,
uh-huh.
places like that. And it amazes me.
Yep.
That amazes me. That's motivation. That amazes me. I'm worried about my city. I'm worried about Oxford, North Carolina. When shoot, I got people in other countries and states and stuff like that. Just own it. They
Yeah.
own it.
And that's a good way to look at it too. That's a
Yeah.
good way to look at it. It sure is. Yeah, so you got any upcoming uh singles or CDs you about to drop or anything?
Yes. Yes. I'm gonna drop my album called Water on Mars. And then after that, I got a chicks tape that I'm gonna drop just straight for the ladies. Some just straight to listen to. But on Mars, that's what I'm dropping real soon. That's what's coming right now.
Okay, so you say real soon. How soon can we be looking for that?
See, I want to do it like beginning of the year, start out fresh because I'm a sound person. I'm big on my sound.
Uh-huh.
And like I done got to where now I'm straight. I'm not trying to go to these big studios. I don't got to do that. When I can sit here, I feel like I can do a lot of this stuff myself. And it's like I've been going through all these upgrades and stuff like that. It's been slowing, kind of, sort of slowing down the process, but it's been a saver because
Yeah.
I got my own. Like I ain't gotta wait. I ain't gotta wait for this person to book a session. I ain't gotta wait for nothing like that to this person get done in the studio. Like when I can have my own. Since
Right.
I like to I like to go all night. I don't want to have to be charged all night when I can sit up here and I can do the same thing.
Yeah.
That's what slowed down the process basically, like upgrading, making sure my sound good. Cause when you a lyricist, you got to have a great sound.
Yep. And you
Got
right.
to.
You right. You right. So you say about within the next month or so you'll be dropping it.
Yeah, I'm trying to drop it. My birthday is March 7th.
Uh-huh.
I'm trying to drop it the weekend before my birthday.
Okay. The weekend before March the 7th. So y'all be looking for that. It's called Water on Mars.
Water on Mars. Water
Yeah,
on Mars.
y'all be looking for that to drop the week before March the 7th. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, if if you had something to tell these young people out here that's looking to start um doing music, or you're an independent artist, right? You think you would
Yeah.
ever sign to a label, like if a
No.
label offered you? And why is that?
If anything, promotion, like promotion deal or something like that, because labels to me personally, labels is loan shark. You know what I'm saying? They gonna give you this certain amount of money to do these certain amount of albums in this certain amount of in their way, basically. They gonna tell you, okay, you got your creative project, go ahead and do what you got to do, but let it be something that's off, or that album might not sell as good. You going into debt instantly. You just got in the game, you got this label, now you in debt. It's like it's a loan shark because you're gonna owe them all this money. And they're gonna say, okay, I'm finna give you $5 million. I need 3 albums.
Mm-hmm.
After you do them 3 albums, you're gonna be looking at like, okay, when am I gonna see some of the money for me?
Yeah.
But it's not gonna come because that's what that $5 million is a loan.
And
I'm
them
finna
back.
use you exactly. I'm finna use you in your brand to give us more income and some little promotion here and there, whatever, help you out. But when you go to that studio, you paying for that. When you go out on tour, you paying for that. You paying for all that. I gave you $5 million. I gave you this. Now you owe me. Now I need these 3 albums. I need I
Right.
can drop a mixtape. I can drop a mixtape right now. I ain't got to answer nobody. I can do this feature. I ain't got to answer nobody. It's more freedom when you independent. It take a lot of money. Don't get me wrong. It takes money and a lot of patience. But it's at the end of the day,
Yep,
it's
it's
always
all worth. Yep, it's all worth it. Yep. So, with that being said, if any young people out here that's looking to like start their own independent label or get into doing music, what advice would you offer to them?
you got you run this label. It's like a company. You got to have your workers, and when you got your workers, you want your workers comfortable. You know what I'm saying? You got to make sure you can take care of your artists. You got to make sure you're patient enough to these different personalities, deal with the stress that come with the music. Period. Because you
Mm-hmm.
run this label, you everything on at the end of the day is gonna fall on you. You got to be strong enough to stay up. You got to be strong enough to weather because they gonna come. They're gonna come for anybody. Storms come. You got to weather them. When your artist asking them
Oh,
questions, answer them positively. Don't get on the road and have your artist putting you out there like, okay, stole from me. You
mm,
robbed me. Let's right and treat yourself better. Like you got to be humble when it comes to this. So there's so many demons in the industry. I feel like that's why a lot of artists can't get nowhere.
oh, say that again.
You got to be smart and humble. Demons
Say
in the
say
industry.
and
There's
then,
so many.
yo,
Like them demons. Them demons.
yes, 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 yes. I want y'all to hear that part. Oh, 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 oh.
It's
Yeah.
serious.
So,
It's serious.
yeah. So tell everybody where they can go find your music at right now, where they can stream you and find you on all your social media.
Yeah. You can go. I'm on Facebook, Duncan. You can go to my sound and I'm doing my sound. It's still music right there, but y'all can still go to it. Still got music on it, but on it. And YouTube, I'm just getting like Duncan. You catch me on everything. Like you want to see Flight Duncan, Sky
All
Gang
right.
ENT.
Sky Gang. All
Yeah,
right. So yeah, so I gotta put you on the spot though before you leave. So can you drop us a little freestyle right quick for before you get off?
yeah, I got you. You already know.
All right. You still on there because you had
Yeah, I'm on.
all right. So we waiting on this line, this freestyle line right quick. Give us about a few seconds of what you got that's coming on your album. No, don't even do nothing on the album. Do something straight off the dome.
I got you.
All right.
You ready?
Yeah, go.
Uh, Listen up, world. Feel my pain, here where I'm coming from. Life will plenty laps, but I'm like, fuck it, keep on running them. Till I reach the finish line, gotta get it. The finish line is the top, and I see it in the distance. Even when I reach it, I continue my stride. Me saying I'm ever stopping is me telling a lie. Cause no matter how much rain fall on my road to success, I got a mind and it's my shelter so I ain't getting wet. Keep a smile on cloudy days, handle foes who bow the ways. I'm black and blessed. I like to say, forget the stress, I proudly blaze. Though hating is all over, I'm a soldier, war for victory. Promise super greatness plus the glory in my history. No, don't want to RIP till I'm where I want to be. Gonna get there in a second, all my haters gonna see. Got faith in me, that's all that matter. Yearning to get my pockets fatter, climbing up a poet's ladder, far from doing a serious factor. Like,
Hey, it's flight game, flight.
yeah.
All right. I appreciate you coming on. And
You
y'all go
already know.
subscribe to this because we're gonna be having more content coming up here. I appreciate you coming on. I'm gonna be
You
looking for
already
you
know.
back on here when you get that album out. And
Got you. Got you.
yeah, so appreciate you coming on, and we'll see y'all next time. All right.